Sarvasastrad Piyusha, Sarvavedaika Satphala, Sarvasiddhantaratnadya, Sarvalokaika Drikprita, Sarva Bhagavada Prana, Srimad Bhagavada Prabho, Kali Dvandoditaditya, Sri Krishna Parivartita, Paramananda Pataya, Prema Vakshaksharayate, Sarvada Sarva Sevyaya, Sri Krishnaya Namostume, Mateka Bando, Matsangin Madgoro, Manmahadana, मन्निस्तारक मद्भाग्य मदानंद नमोस्तु मे असाधु साधु ददाइन अधिनोचताकरा अनामुंच कदाचिन् मां प्रेम्णा हृत्कण्ठयोस्फुरा. Translation. O Srimad Bhagavatam, O nectar churned from the ocean of all Vedic scriptures, you are the most prominent transcendental fruit of the Vedas and are enriched with the jewels of all philosophical conclusions. You grant spiritual vision to all people of the world and are very life breath of the Vaishnava devotees. O Lord, you are the sun which has arisen to dispel the darkness of the Kali Yuga. Actually, you are Lord Krishna who has returned among us. O Srimad Bhagavatam, I offer my respectful obeisances unto you. By your recitation, one attains transcendental bliss because your syllables shower down pure love of God. You are to be served by everyone always, for you are an incarnation of Lord Krishna. O Srimad Bhagavatam, O my only friend, companion and teacher, O my great wealth and deliverer, O my good fortune and bliss, I offer my respectful obeisances unto you. O Srimad Bhagavatam, O bestower of the saintliness to the unsaintly, O uplifter of the most fallen, please never leave me. Accompanied by pure love of Krishna, please manifest yourself in my heart and throat. Hare Krishna. So, introduction to this class. So far, we were studying prayers of Prahalada Maharaj. Prahalada Maharaj is one of the 12 Mahajans, a great pure devotee, disciple of Srila Narad Muni. So now, in the previous chapters, we have studied how Prahalada Maharaj pacified the Lord. When a devotee achieves perfection, Prahalada Maharaj is already a perfected devotee. The Lord reciprocates with that devotee. So he personally comes with such great devotees. The Lord personally appears. So he is already there, and all the demigods requested Prahalada Maharaja to pacify Lord Narasimhadev because he was in this angry mood. The Lord became very pleased. So he made Prahalada Maharaj to sit on his lap. So the intimacy between the Lord and the devotee is so nice. So now they are conversing. So we have the opportunity to see the Lord through Bhagavatam. Right? So here, see, we are now directly dealing with the Lord. Yes. And Prahalada Maharaj is there. They are conversing. So here, the Lord wanted us to know how a pure devotee is. So normally, how he teaches anything through pure devotee only. Bhagavad Gita is given to Arjuna. He is not in need of Bhagavad Gita. He is already a perfected devotee, pure devotee. But still, Krishna gave Bhagavad Gita to Arjuna. Similarly, here, certain things are already understood, but the Lord wanted us to see how a pure devotee is. So now, in reply to Prahalada Maharaja's prayers, the Lord is giving him an thing, like, Prahalad, please tell me what you want. Please take some boons. I'm very pleased with you. So all these things the Lord is saying. Now the beauty of this chapter is, this is the description of Prahalada Maharaj and Narasimhadev appearance. is described by Narad Muni, spiritual master of Prahalada Maharaj. Both the disciple and the spiritual master, both are Mahajans. And it is very fortunate if one gets the opportunity to be glorified by the spiritual master. That is the biggest achievement one can achieve in this material world. Prahalada Maharaj is being glorified by Narad Muni. So this chapter, the chapter is Prahalada, the best among exalted devotees. Who is saying this? Narad Muni. You see such an exalted position of Prahalada Maharaj. So, in the first verse of this chapter, Narad Muni is saying, although Prahalada Maharaja was only a boy, when he heard the benedictions offered by Lord Narasimhadev, he considered them impediments on the path of devotional service. Thus, he smiled very mildly and spoke as follows. It is a testing also by Narasimhadev. Though he passed all the tests, Prahalada Maharaja is already a successful devotee. But still, Lord wanted us to know, see how a great pure devotee will be. So how I want you all to be. That is his expectation. So now, Narad Muni is glorifying Prahalada Maharaj. Though he was a boy only. See, normally in the boyhood, they want to play. In youth, they want to enjoy, right? But here, pure devotees at any age, they are pure devotees. So Prahalada Maharaj is thinking that material things are impediments on the path of spiritual life. So he is very clear. Now Prahalada Maharaja is praying, or we can say that replying to the Lord. Because Lord is asking, please ask something from me. I'm very happy now. I want to give you something. Please ask. But definitely Prahalada Maharaja is asking something. But what he is asking, that we will see in the later verses. So Prahalada Maharaja is saying, my dear Lord, O Supreme Personality of Godhead, I was born in an atheistic family. I am naturally attached to material enjoyment. Therefore, kindly do not tempt me with those illusions. I am very much afraid of material conditions and I desire to be liberated from materialistic life. It is for this reason that I have taken shelter of your lotus feet. Every word of this uh, translation can be explained very nicely. As much as my tiny brain allows me, we will go for the explanation. So, my dear Lord, O Supreme Personality of Godhead, this every devotee should be clear about this. Unless we come to this point, there is no devotion. Devotion means it's only to Krishna, nobody else. And who is Supreme? Supreme is also only Krishna, nobody else. So he addressed Lord as Supreme Personality of Godhead. And finally he says, what he says, that's why I have taken shelter of you. That's why. That is the reason I have taken shelter of you. Because the only Supreme Lord can award certain things. Other demigods are different. So these points must be clear for very neophyte devotees like us. Why we take shelter of the Lord? Not to gain something material, to gain perfection, to attain Krishna Prema. So he says, oh Lord, please don't allure me, don't tempt me with materialistic bones. Kindly, please don't tempt me because I am born in an atheistic family. Prahalada Maharaj is already a pure devotee, is one of the Mahajans. But this is the nature of pure devotees. This is nature, not artificially they are saying it. In devotee community, we artificially say, no, I'm das and das and das. This is like we learn certain terms here and there and we repeat. without understanding the real meaning of those words. But Prahlad, any pure devotee, if you see Bhaktivinoda Thakur, Narottam Das Thakur, all these pure Vaishnavas, uh, they understand them as very fallen, in the very low level. This is not artificially there. They are speaking, they are thinking themselves as like that. That much humility they have. They know that there are very great devotees. So in comparison to them, I am nothing. So that's why they put themselves in a very low profile, right? So this is the mood of a devotee also, as I said also. This I'm born in an atheistic family, but he is a Nitya Siddha. Prabhupada writes in Purport. He is a Nitya Siddha. This is Lord's arrangement that a pure devotee come here, and so to protect him, I will also appear here. That is the Lord's plan. So in a prayer, a devotee, we should, for us, how we should pray. Many times I repeated that we in our prayers, the 2 points should be compulsorily included. One important point is how great the Lord is. That we have to always do. When we take darshan of the Lord, when we remember the Lord, we have to glorify Him, glorify Him, glorify Him. And the next point is we have to understand how low we are. That's what we are learning from Prahalada Maharaja's prayers. He says, I am in an atheistic family. I am born in an atheistic family. So naturally, I have material attachment. This is for us, not for him. This prayer is not for Prahalada Maharaj. This is for us to learn. To learn, because we are always in materialistic tendencies. We are like that only for Anadikal. For many time immemorial, we are like that. So we need to understand that our mind is always in material enjoyment. So when Lord comes personally to us, we have to have this mood that Lord, please don't tempt us with materialistic boons. I'm very afraid of material condition, because these material conditions, material comforts are impediments to the path of devotional service. Kunti Maharani also says, so the birth in the higher Janma Aishwarya Shruta Shribir, right? Taking birth in a very good family and material opulence, intelligence, material intelligence and beautiful body. All these things gives a pride in the mind of the person. That pride covers our devotional service. So we should be very careful with the material opulences. So Prahlad Maharaja is saying that, please don't tempt me, my dear Lord. So Prabhupada wrote a very nice purport saying that, here I told you that this is the purpose I am surrendering unto you, because you are supreme personality of Godhead. But those who have material desires, where they go? They go to demigods. So Prabhupada is quoting the Skama Istaistar Jnana Anya Devata. So those who are, when one is too attached to material enjoyment, is bereft of all knowledge. Rita Jnana, no Jnana. So, so that's why they go to demigods, and then the demigods, they don't think. Prabhupada is writing that demigods want to have a satisfaction that, whatever my devotee ask, I give them. So that demigods have no idea also. Many times it is compared that the boons of demigods and the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Supreme Personality of Godhead, sometimes, if needed, he takes out the material opulence from the devotee. So it is also described in the verse 5. I was very amazed that Yashyaham Anugrahami Arishyame Arishyase Taddanam Sanai. This is in 10th canto, that the Supreme Personality of Godhead, if he thinks that material opulence is an hindrance to this devotee, particular devotee, then he takes out that. Okay. So to make a devotee very humble, so Krishna will also reciprocate. If a devotee is determined to attain the perfection of human life is attaining Krishna, love of Godhead. Prabhupada many times has written, love of Godhead, not back home, back to Godhead also, love of Godhead. If love of Godhead is attained, then there is nothing to attain beyond this, that. So the goal of Vaishnava Sampradaya, our Gaudiya Sampradaya, is love of Godhead, attaining love of Godhead. So if that is our goal, then the Lord will also reciprocate with that. If that is our mood, that is our desire. But if he will act to remove all our material desires, because we all have in our heart, deep inside the heart, all these impurities. So Lord will help us to remove those weeds from our hearts, remove those material desires from our hearts. So he will act. Once we take up pure devotional service, Krishna will act. So now we have to be in surrender, in full surrendering mood, whatever happens in our life. Expecting His mercy in every step of our life. So in every step, we should go up, not down. So now, verse 3, O my worshipable Lord, because the seed of lusty desire, which is the root cause of material existence, is within the core of everyone's heart. You have sent me to this material world to exhibit the symptom of a pure devotee. So now it is understood that Prahalada Maharaja is a Nitya Siddha. Nitya Siddha means one who descends from spiritual world. So Prabhupada is writing that Nitya Siddha and Sadhana Siddhas are there. Nitya Siddha devotees come from Vaikuntha to this material world to teach by their personal example how to become a devotee. The living entities in this material world can take lessons from such Nitya Siddhas and thus become inclined to return back home, back to Godhead. Unless we become perfected with Krishna Prema, even if we got entrance into spiritual world, we will not survive there. Krishna will, one minute. Krishna will definitely give us this Kripa Siddhi. But the problem is, whether we will survive there or not is a question. If we have so much material desire, we have to come back here to enjoy that. Krishna is very merciful also. If someone has lots of material desire, they have to come back here to enjoy that. So, Prahalada Maharaja is an example for us that even the Lord personally came and he is giving him everything. He is refusing. I don't want. Why I don't want is going to tell now. Why he doesn't want material benefits. Because if we argue, no, normally we argue that to survive, to live, to help devotees, to construct temple, so many things, so many activities. We need fundraising. We are hearing a lot of times about this. But here a devotee is refusing anything material. How we can understand? Now we will go further. He is giving the explanation now. Otherwise, oh my Lord, O supreme instructor of the entire world, supreme instructor of the entire world, you are so kind to your devotee that you could not induce him to do something unbeneficial for him. On the other hand, one who desires some material benefit in exchange of devotional service cannot be your pure devotee. Indeed, he is no better than a merchant who wants profit in exchange for service. So, it's only you can see in Bhagavatam. Every page of Bhagavatam is pure devotional service. There is not even a small tinge of other things in Karma Kanda or fruitive activity in Bhagavatam. Every page of Bhagavatam is promoting only pure devotional service. That's why Bhagavatam is the topmost literature of any Vedic literatures. Vedic literatures, they lead us to Karma Kanda, step-by-step process. Bhagavatam is direct, fast track, super jet. You sit on Bhagavatam airplane, instantly, takshanat, you will reach back home, back to Godhead. So, you are the supreme instructor of the entire world. You are so kind to your devotee that you could not induce him to do something unbeneficial for him. Because if, for example, Prahalada Maharaja is asking for long life, healthy, happy, opulent life, that can be given because the demigods want that only. That only. So, if we desire such things, we will end up in heavenly planets. Because heavenly planets, long life, no disease, no old age, no problems of birth, childbirth, no problem of developing the child also. So in heavenly planets, life is very, very opulent, enjoyable, no hard work. But problem is there. It is again a material world only. So if somebody, the Karma Kanda is, the Vedic literature is directing one towards heavenly planets only. That's why after writing all the Vedic literature, Vyasadeva was not happy. Because, if somebody wants really to go back home, then there is no opportunity, All who follow Vedic literatures, they will go up to heavenly planets. So, Vyasadeva was not happy, so guided by his Gurudev, he wrote Bhagavatam. So Bhagavatam gives us the instruction that if Lord is Lord is a real well-wisher of the devotee, so he will not give him which is unbeneficial for him. So in another sense, if a devotee wants something material, and that is like, it's a business. You give, I give. It's a business dealing. The devotees all the living entities are taken care. All the living entities are taken care. So a living entity need not ask the master or mother, father. A child doesn't ask the mother, please take care of me. Mother is naturally taking care. This is a material example. The Lord is our master, so he will definitely take care of us. Like he is taking care of us from time immemorial. But still we are insecure and we ask him, give me this, give me that. So in exchange of our devotional service, if somebody asks something else, some material benefits, then it is like a business. So he is like vanik. The word vanik comes as a merchant, meaning is merchant. I don't want to become a businessman. Right? I don't want to become a businessman. So Prabhupada is quoting that non-devotees learn a verse from Bhagavad Gita, Patram Pushpam Phalam Toyam Yome Bhaktya Prayachati Tataham Bhakti Ubahatram Ashnami Prayadatmana, very famous verse in 9th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. So, by learning that, what do? I have seen in Mayapur temple, because the Lord says, even give me one flower. I have seen one Mataji is bringing one flower. We can bring little bit more flowers also. I don't know. I have seen sometimes. Small flowers, that too. They keep in front of Narasimhadev. Doesn't mean that one flower means one flower. We can give more flowers to the Lord. Anyway, they are at least that much they are giving. We have to appreciate them. So this rich people are those who know this verse. They try to give at least something to the Lord.
Hello.
So they try to give. Prabhupada is writing that this is a good business. In Tirupati, you can see this. In Tirupati temple, you can see this because somehow Tirupati Balaji has has become very famous for this. Like, the pilgrimage there, they go and put something in the undi and then they pray for more. But that mood is not there in Srirangam. Srirangam is pure devotional service. But Tirupati is opulent. The Lord is opulent and he wants to give also. Any boon if you ask him, he will give. He is also a Varadaraja. Varadaraja means giving, boon giving Lord, one who gives more boon, Varada. But we have to ask the higher boon, not the lower one. The lower one means maintaining the body. The maintaining the body is done already. When the elephants in the forest is maintained, the snakes, among the animals, the bad animal is snake, venomous, right? Uh, Without any reason, they bite, right? They kill. So the worst animal is the snake, but it is also given food and shelter, everything. So the Lord takes care of everyone, every living entity. This, if we understand, then we will not be insecure. Anyway, He will give us food, shelter, uh, other things, basic necessary things He will definitely give. Sometimes we aspire, not sometimes, many times. I also. If that is there, I'll be comfortable. If this is there, again, I tell my own mind that you have basic necessities. No, keep quiet. We always want more, especially women. We want more saree, we want more jewelry, we want more. When the more mind comes, then, I say, God has given you enough things. Be satisfied. Be satisfied. Again and again, I instruct myself because, where we are, I can talk pure devotional service. Where we are, I am not practicing. So I instruct my mind. You have enough things, be peaceful. God, definitely Lord will bestow. Definitely Lord will give you according to your karmic karma, because you need not ask even. Kulasekara Alvar in Mugdamala Stotram is praying. Nasta dharma navashu nishche naiva kamo bhoge yadbhavayam tadbhavati bhagavan purva karma nupuram etat prartayam mama bhagumatam janma janmantarepi tvatpadamborive gagata nischala bhaktirastu. Hey Bhagavan, why should I ask you for comfortable life or material benefits? Why? It will automatically come. It will be given according to my karmic reactions. I have done something plus minus, right? According to that, it will automatically come. I need not ask. What should I ask? In my life after life, I should ask for devotional service. We should ask. We should ask. Prahalada Maharaja is going to ask. But not all these things, which he is giving to even elephants and snakes. Two examples. I am very impressed. That's why I always give these two examples. We cannot be very bad like snakes. We cannot eat so much like elephants. Other animals are also there, very uh, carnivorous are there, herbivorous are there, omnivorous are there, flying, this aquatics, many living entities. 84 lakhs in one word. They are all maintained by him, including us. The atheist, Krishna is maintaining the atheist also. He gives them the intelligence to speak against him. He gives them the intelligence to demolish the temples. So, as far as the maintaining the body concerned, according to our karma. So we are wondering, no, how these bad people are enjoying life. They are very opulent because they might have done good in their past life. So Lord is providing them. He will not uh, stand in between their good karma. If somebody has done good karma, according to that good karma, they get money or intelligence, material intelligence, so all these things. So it is given. We see, sometimes the worst meat eaters are very handsome, very beautiful, not like lion, tiger. They are very beautiful. They are not vegetarians. They eat anything and everything, but still they are very handsome and beautiful. Why? What is the reason? Purva Janma karma. So they have done something. That's why it is given to them. If you understand, then we will be satisfied. Otherwise, devotees also lament. We devotees, we are so nice, so good, but we are not getting the non-devotees, how opulent, how nice they are. Like that, some comparing mind will come. That should never come to us because we are always protected by the Lord. Okay, once we have taken up Krishna consciousness, we are in the list of the Lord. Lord uh, somehow pull us as soon as possible. It is the delay is because of us. It is delayed, no? Maybe 1 or 2 janmas or 10 janma or 100 janma, whatever janma is delaying is happening. But that's because of the jiva, not because of the Lord. Lord will see, act as soon as possible to bring us near to him. So that's why he's not like the demigods. It's clearly written in Bhagavatam that if material things are impediment to the path, to the spiritual advancement, Krishna will take it out. Take it out. So that's why Prahalada Maharaja is saying, I don't want to become a businessman. So he is now, the 5th verse is a very beautiful verse. He's saying, a servant who desires material profits from his master, Bhritya means servant, from his master is certainly not a qualified servant or pure devotee. Similarly, a master who bestows benediction upon his servant because of a desire to maintain a prestigious position as master is also not a pure master. What is the qualification of a pure servant and pure master? Master's duty is to take care of the servant. Servant duty is not to expect anything from the master, just to serve the master. That's all. So again, it is Prabhupada is quoting the Skamas Tayatayarita Jnana Anya Devata. The demigods, they are not the correct masters. The supreme master is Krishna only. Bhoktaram Yagya Tapasam Sarvaloka Maheshwaram. Sugurtam Sarva Bhutanam Gyatva Mam Shantim Richati. This is also a very important verse in Bhagavad Gita, 5th chapter. So he is the real master. When we know that, then we will attain peace. Otherwise, no peace in this material world. We will not get peace in the material world unless we understand this. He is the benefactor of all living entities. Sarva Bhutanam. He's not saying, the sloka is not saying Sarva Manushyanam. No, Sarva Bhutanam. All living entities. He's benefactor of, well-wisher of all living entities. He's the master of all living entities. So he takes care of them. He is the one master who takes of everyone and everyone's desire. Eko Bhagunam Vedati Kamam Nityo Nityanam Chetanas Chetananam. So he is the one master who fulfills the desires of everyone. But he is not like demigods. Demigods fulfills whether it will benefit you or not without thinking. So that example, famous example of Lord Shiva giving a boon to that Vrikasur, Bhasmasur. Bhasmasur was asking for a boon. Uh, he was very, like, externally, he was pleasing Lord Shiva like anything. Please come, please come, please come. So Lord Shiva had to come. So he came. He was, when Lord Shiva know that this fellow is going to ask something bad, so he was reluctant to come. Then he said, I will cut off my head. He was about to cut off his head, so Lord Shiva was very compassionate. Ashudosha. So he came and stopped him. Please ask, what do you want? Then he said, whomever I touch, they should get bursted. This will not benefit him also, others also, right? So without thinking, demigods, they give boons that we see many places. Brahma also gave a boon to Hiranyakashipu. So they get boons, and because of that materialistic boons, they increase their false ego, ahankar, and then they go down, 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 down. Then somebody has to come and kill them. Either demigods, Ma Durga, or the Supreme Personality of God. Big demons means Lord, or manageable demons means all the demigods. So the demigods, again Prabhupada is saying that demigods, they don't understand the benefit, they don't think about the welfare of the devotee. They just give them the boon. But Lord Krishna is not like that. Supreme Lord is not like that. Supreme Lord will never give you anything which will not take you to the ultimate benefit. So Prahalada Maharaja is saying that bhakti is not a business. Generally in Hinduism, we were guided like that only, right? From the childhood, even I learned prayers like that. Oh Lord, I am giving you milk and sweet. Please give me good education. I know this is a prayer to Lord Ganapati. I learned. This is the first prayer I learned. So we were growing like that only. But by the mercy of Prabhupada, we learned what is bhakti and what is bhakti mean. Bhakti means is and the devotional service. Devotion is only to Krishna, nothing, nobody else. Because uh, only Lord has only the Supreme Personality of Godhead is to be worshipped, and other demigods are respected. We can respect the demigods, but the prayer, worship, bhakti, everything is only to Supreme Personality of Godhead, Lord Krishna. Because he act which is ultimately benefit for the devotee. That's why Chaturvida Bhajante Mam sloka is there. You come to Krishna for any internal purpose, any material purpose. Artho Artharthi Jignashu. If you are distressed, you want money, you are inquisitive, you are a jnani, you come to Krishna. Then he will guide you. Maybe from there, Bahunam Janmanam Ante Jnanavamam Prapadyate. Then once you come to Krishna, then it depends on the devotees endeavor. Like maybe one janma, two janma, three janma, or many janma. So that is depends on the intensity of devotion the devotee has. Krishna is ready. Once you surrender to him, he is ready to take you instantly. He doesn't want to postpone. He's there. He want to take you immediately. But it is the Jiva's tendency, because Anadi calls it, for time immemorial, we are attached and we have this material desires piled like a mountains. That's why the Hridaya Granthi is not breaking. Hridaya Granthi, it is said, the material attachment is called as Hridaya Granthi. It is not breaking. So we are chanting every day 1, 7 to 8 times Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, right? 1, 7 to 8 times. 64 rounds means 1 lakh time. But still the Hridaya Granthi is not breaking. It's breaking, maybe many lifetimes. So we need to be very serious in devotional service. Being in women's body, right? We have so many downs, not ups. We have downs, lots of up downs. We cannot say we have only downs. But if we are serious, no problem. We can follow Kunti Maharani and achieve this as soon as possible. Anyone who is taking up devotional service, pure devotional service is guaranteed. These are all not, oh, we have to test in the lab like this. What is this? Corona injections came, no? That immunizations. So vaccines. So these corona vaccines had to be tested. They didn't prove success. But the Bhagavatam gives you guidance. These are all guaranteed methods, which takes you definitely to the Lord. So we follow and attain in this very lifetime. Please don't postpone it to next life or later. No. You may ask, I am surrounded by problems. Giving the mind doesn't need anything. Just give your mind. Maybe externally, day and night, you are with children, you are with problems, you are surrounded by this and that. But this mind, you can give. That by practice. How we can give the mind manmana abhav madbhakto? That is the prime instruction in Bhagavad Gita. Surrender, okay. How will you surrender? Manmana abhav madbhakto. So as much as possible, pull the mind towards the lotus feet of the Lord. Day and night you practice this. Pull the mind towards the lotus feet of the Lord. Chant the holy name within your mind. Maybe you may cook, you may clean, you may run behind children, but keep the mind in the lotus feet of the Lord. Then it is possible. Then by seeing our struggle, Krishna will relax something. So we will continue because other prayers in this session is very beautiful. So I kept it for the next class because from 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 are very, very beautiful. We'll study next week. But so in brief, Prahalada Maharaj is teaching us that we should not ask anything from the Lord materially because material things are already taken care. So by asking something, we should not become a business person. The master definitely takes care of the servant. So this is what we learn from his prayer. Any doubts and comments?
Hare Krishna, Pranam Mataji.
Pranam Jyoti.
Mataji, I have a question.
Yes.
Like, our feelings are distributed among our family members, husband, parents. How to shift all those feelings and attachment and affection to Krishna? Because it is very difficult. And how to shift that and how to increase the intensity, the volume for Krishna to attain the love of Godhead. Because there are so many distractions, so many things. So, how to do that?
See, one question, this question I will answer and then come to Patrali's question. Women has two duty. Anybody has two duties. So one duty is for the body. The other duty is spiritual duty. Spiritually, we are Jivere Swarup, Haya Nityara Krishna Das. That is our ever duty. Ever duty is Krishna's servants. But we are in material world assigned with bodily duties. As women, as you said, you have father, mother, brother, sister, husband, wife, children. All these duties are there. Krishna doesn't come in person to accept our services, right? Like Narasimhadev came to Prahalada Maharaj and they are directly dealing. So the devotion is direct. But for us, for women especially, so husband is Pati Parameshwar, means he is the representative of God. Good or bad, don't mind. He is representing God. By serving him, gradually, you will simultaneously, you have to develop Krishna consciousness also. By serving the children, by serving the husband, by serving the family members. This is something, your duty. Along with that, you have to do Krishna in the center of the life. Okay? Krishna is in the center of your family. In your family, Krishna is important. To please Krishna, you are serving these people. You are clear, okay? Why you doing your duties properly? To please Krishna. Krishna wants me to serve my husband. Krishna wants me to take care of the children. So he assigned me this service. So I am doing. With that consciousness, we have to serve. And then along with that service, like, you feed them prasadam. We are feeding them prasadam with love and devotion. We are taking care of them because Krishna will not come directly to take our service. So by serving here, we are practicing how to serve Krishna also. By serving your husband, you practice yourself how to serve Krishna. This area is where you are practicing your devotional service. Yes. So this answer is okay, Jyoti. So one example, Prabhupada, I will finish one by one. There are 3 questions now. Jyoti's question is how I can shift my full laulyam to Krishna alone. That is gradually should be done. You do your material duties properly, nicely. Krishna will give you the intelligence simultaneously to detach also. When you leave the body, he will give you the correct understanding at the age like above 50, then gradually you will detach from attachments and then completely dedicate yourself to Krishna. But in the younger age, you have to practice bhakti and family duties together like a servant maid. Example, 2 examples Prabhupada gives. A servant maid, however nicely she does the job in the master's house, our mind is always how I can take some sweets to my child or to my husband, to my family. Her thinking is there only. She serves here nicely and takes the salary or something and give it to the her own family. Or one more example, it is a little bit materialistic example. Prabhupada is giving in introduction to Bhagavad Gita that a house lady who is having a paramour, housewife who is having a illicit sex with some lover outside the house, what she does her duty so nicely so that she will not be caught. And she is managing her love affair outside the house. So like that, we have to remain very nice in the family life, but inside we should love Krishna. So gradually, then he gives us the intelligence that we will attain perfection in our life. Okay. This is okay, Jyoti?
Ji Mataji, thank you. Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam.
Dandavat Pranam. I'll go to the other questions. It is I forgot. Okay. Let me see the chat box. How can I give my mind to Lord Krishna while working or doing my other duties? By practice. This giving mind is not an easy job. Arjuna says in Bhagavad Gita, it's very difficult to control the mind. I can control the wind by my bow and arrow, but controlling the mind is the difficult thing. That is by practice. By practice, abhyasa and vairagya. Practice and renunciation and detachment. By that only. It is by practice only. Not giving the mind to Krishna is not a easy thing. Every day we have to practice. Every minute we have to practice. Yeah. Otherwise, as you said, like if we start a work, yeah, sometimes you are driving. Driving needs definitely full concentration. If you chant and drive, then you know where we will go. So, yeah, it's difficult task. When you start, you think of Krishna, pray to Krishna, start. And then when you end, you thank Krishna. So your driving is in Krishna consciousness. Similarly, sleeping. Sleeping, how we can remember Krishna? Sleep you can dedicate to Krishna. Before sleeping, either if so many Matajis say that we get bad dreams, bad thing, all these things. Before sleeping, this is the instruction given by His Holiness Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj that before sleeping, chant Namaste Narsimhaya and then sleep. Or any prayer, Hare Krishna Maha Mantra or Krishna book. Prabhupada gave us the reading Krishna book instruction. So do some small, at least 1 minute devotional service and sleep. Then in case, if we die in sleep also, it will become successful. So do something before and after that activity, then means that activity is Krishnaized. Okay. So it is by giving mind means practice, not easy. Okay. Okay. Though we should not ask for anything, but when kids sick or when some danger is there, I couldn't resist from asking protection from Lord Nrsingadev. Is it wrong, Mataji? No, it is not wrong. We have to ask him, ask the Lord. And somebody is sick from our family member, please ask. But if that is not fulfilled, don't be angry on the Lord. Accept and go ahead. That's all. So definitely as mother, if the child is sick, this is natural. Natural. But ultimately we know that our goal is to attain Krishna Prema, not all these things. But if problems arises, where we will go? We have to surrender to Lord only. We surrender to the Lord. We keep praying, but that is not the only goal of us. That we have to remember. Materialistic people, they come to the Lord, they pray. If that didn't happen, then they reject. I have seen many silly ladies in my life. If something is not fulfilled, they don't come to the temple at all. Once one Mataji, she came to the temple, and when she was in the temple, her gold chain got stolen. After that, she stopped coming to Krishna temple. She goes to Durga and other things. Okay, that much intelligence only. This is a little tiny intelligence. You know, when you come to temple, your attention should be in praying and glorifying the Lord. The problem in temples also, in temples, some free distribution is happening. So in that particular Balaji temple, a free distribution of blouse pieces was happened. So many ladies went, and when so many people are there, the thieves, they take the chance. They take the chance and and they steal. So this particular lady, my neighbor only, and she not here in Mayapur, childhood. So she wanted to, you are wearing a lakh rupee chain means you have to be careful. And you went to the temple to glorify the Lord, but you don't know the purpose of the temple visit. So Lord wanted to give you some lesson. Maybe this is her karma. If somebody asks us to give something to the poor people, will we give? Unless it is taken from us, we will not give. Yes, no. Can we give a very good gold chain to a poor lady? We will not give, but it should be taken out. So this is Lord's desire. That much maturity was not there in that lady, so she stopped coming to Balaji temple. And similarly, one more lady, she lost her purse with all keys in the bag. And they think that Lord's only duty is to protect your belongings. He's a chokidar or what? If you are careless, carefree, you are not careful, then that is our mistake. And they think that only. Then she also stopped going to temples. In temple, you need to be extra careful. You don't take any expensive thing there. Then your mind is only protecting, oh, my gold chain, gold earring, gold this, gold that. Don't wear gold, no. Be simple. Go to the temple in a simple mind. So these are all the examples where the people come for material benefits, and if it is not given, they don't come, they stop. But we devotees, whatever happens, yata tata va vitatato lampato mat prananatastu sayeva naparaha. Krishna will definitely protect our children, protect our relatives, don't worry. Okay. So the third question, one more question. Ah, is there any difference of slavery and servant according to the devotee's perception, slavery and servant according to the devotee? There is no slavery, no. Devotees feel that, any jiva cannot be independent, right? We understand, right? Do you understand this, Patrali? Any jiva is not independent, completely dependent on the Lord. The body is given to us by the Supreme Lord. Everything in this material world is given by the Lord to us. So there is no question of independent. But still, Lord has given us a free will. And He is listening to us. We are not listening to Him. He is listening. We have got everything according to our desire, according to our karma and desire. Whatever you have is not because of the Lord's desire, it is because of our karma and our desire. For your kind information. So it is not slavery. If we become servant to the Lord, it is voluntarily. Lord doesn't want us to become His servant. He has given us enough freedom. But definitely we are not free. We are dependent on Him for everything. But we are artificially thinking we are independent. Jiva is thinking independent. That's why it repelled against the Lord and came here to the material world. We should understand this, that definitely we are dependent on Him. It's not, Krishna never allows slavery. Krishna wants voluntary service. He can force us to surrender. Maya is forcing us to surrender, but still people don't understand that. Maya is an agent of Krishna, slapping the jivas right and left, but the jivas are not understanding. Okay. Anyway, this is not slavery. Is it okay to ask for the Lord? If He gives him voluntarily, then we can. We should not ask for it. Then it is very dangerous. I have seen, or you can see in many places that, Prahalada Maharaja is praying, no, it's impediment to the advancement of devotional service. I have seen in my own experience. You are a small girl. So you have a different experience and I have a different experience. I am seeing ISKCON world and you see something fancy if some devotee gets good voice and they sing in Kirtan Mela, and then they become famous in YouTube. Then it takes them away from Krishna because they try to become famous. It's very nice, no? I'm so many likes in YouTube and so many people follow me. So it takes you away from Krishna. Similarly, the positions, Indradev position, you see, he is very pious. He is a demigod. Demigod means good, 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 very good person. But it is detrimental. If he gives thinking that you are qualified, then you take it, but don't ask it. Basic necessities will be taken care. Will be taken care. Other things, if you ask, that itself is not good. To use it for Krishna, if he gives you voluntarily, like it is there in your karma, then you got it, and then you use it, that is a different story. But you endeavor for it, that's difficult. A child, I know, a known child, correct, no? A known child in my known circle is trying only to become a GBC of his con. His main aim is to become famous, good, appreciated by everybody, and he is motivated like that. But who will tell that he is doing very well, nice, chanting only to get appreciation. He learns mantra only to get appreciation. How long this can be continued? The mother should tell the child, no, this will increase your false ego. Remain humble, remain submissive. Remain humble, submissive is all childhood. We are taught to being famous and have false ego and ego. Actually, from childhood, we were taught to being famous, and yeah, that's what it's in the material world, right? But now it is opposite in devotional service. But womanly life is very nice because here we are taught humility. Be submissive to husband. Be submissive to your in-laws. Be submissive to your family members. If you have a boy child, then you have to bend down there. So correct. So in women's body, we are assigned for to remain humble. But others, I am very scared. If you are a temple president, if you are a GBC chairperson, if you are a GBC, this, that, gone. Unless you are really, really against it, survival is very difficult. This is my experience and opinion. Maybe some pure devotees, they may rule the whole world like Prahalada Maharaja was ruling the whole world and remained a humble servant. Prithu Maharaja ruled the whole world and remained a humble servant. The Bharata Maharaja, Parikshit Maharaja, Yudhishthira Maharaja, they are all leaders, great leaders, as good as God, Naradevata, Raja, but they still remained humble. That ordinary jivas may not be able to do it. They get false ego. Like when once, this is an example, Indra was doing tapasya for his sin. One temporary Indra was placed. His name was Nagusa. But once the power comes, the mind becomes clouded. So the power gives somebody to do anything and everything. Some people I have seen the politicians or political leaders, they do everything, all bad things, murder, looting, everything. So this Nagusa, who became Indra, he wanted to enjoy Indra's wife, Indrani. Indrani was very, very chaste lady, and she went and cried to Brahaspati and other leaders there. Then, the Brahmanas and the powerful saints cursed him to become a python. So how dangerous the positions in this material world is. Because it will pollute the mind. So unless qualified, or the qualification should be given by the guru. Or you are qualified, you become a leader. You are qualified, you take up all this money or do some projects. If you are empowered by the Guru Parampara, then you take it. Otherwise, no. Okay. So, any other doubts?
Hare Krishna Mataji Pranam.
Pranam Janaki.
Mataji, I have one doubt. You said that we learn that by Prahalada Maharaj's teaching that we have to surrender to Supreme Lord.
Hmm.
And one question comes to my mind that nowadays in ISKCON and ISKCON leaders,
Hmm.
they are more focused on their temples and they want to run their temples. For that, they need more and more donations. If
Yes.
any devotee wants to surrender and join full time, they don't encourage that. They want, they,
Yeah, you
like, they
remain,
want to
you
run
work
their
in
temple.
Dubai, you
Yes,
work in Dubai or you work in
yes,
US and other places, or you
yes,
work
Mata.
in IT industry in India itself, give donations. That they
Yes, Mata.
appreciate, rather they become, that
So
is reality, what
this
you are
is what
saying.
is happening. Actually, so many in cities nowadays, there are so many number of devotees. Every day we see that many people outside people are coming and they are joining ISKCON.
Hmm.
Actually, those who are serious, they should be given chance to progress further. Like they have to become full time or they have to join in Varnashramas or
Hmm.
something like that. But nowadays, leaders they don't allow it at all. Why this is happening, Mataji? Like, is temple is mandatory, I understand that, but when population is increasing, devotees population is increasing, then at least those who are already doing their bhakti from past many years, then they can be sent for like full time, they can be encouraged for full times or some varnashramas, but that is not happening.
So leaders need spiritual education. Sorry to say that their focus is only collecting money. But I have one example. I'm very always quote this example. In Gujarat, two temples came up. Two temples are one temple for sure. I know this is in Rajkot. That time the Maharaj was Mahavishnu Swami Goswami. Maharaj is no more now. He's disappeared from the world. His only instruction is chant Bhagavatam, chant Hare Krishna, and read Bhagavatam. All the devotees in the temple should not so much behind collecting money. You should make sure that the residents of the temple are following these things. So they were chanting very sincerely and they were reading Bhagavatam. Money came in. They didn't go behind money. Once in one class, I told that we should not go so much for money collecting. And I'm boldly telling, in Western countries, the devotees in Western countries think that because of us, ISKCON is running. Because most of the sannyasis, most of the devotees go Western country and ask for money. They are the donors, right? So especially in one Western country, I'm not going to tell you. I gave this class and they got really offended. And it was in the ladies group. I told that, I am not behind this fundraising. We have to increase the preaching and book distribution. So such things, when I was telling, then one of the lady, his husband is a leader and who is definitely a donor and donation collector. And then the class was recorded. In those times, it was in CD, and then CD or something. They recorded, and he was normally he doesn't listen to my class. So later, it complaint went that Mataji is preaching that we should not ask for donation or donation related something. In a pure level, I spoke. Definitely, we need donations, but donations should automatically come, or we should have an arrangement that a group of devotees are assigned for that. But other rest of the devotees should focus only on pure devotional service. Like that, some arrangement should be there. Not everybody is focusing only in money collection. That's what is nowadays happening. A part, like if 100 devotees are there in a temple, only 10 devotees should be assigned for that service. And they should be equally treated. It's not that one devotee who is distributing book is less than the fundraiser. You get only fundraiser gets the enough respect. So this is now, I don't know. It's going out of a pure devotional service, going out of what to do. This is the leaders should strongly think and decide about this. And we are tiny devotees. What we can do? We can only survive ourselves. That's what I can say. It's very, very pathetic. We will chant, we will depend completely on Krishna, and you have become a full-time devotee. Uh, when we don't, when I was in Western countries, we were in abroad to save money and become full-time. That was our mood. And definitely, when we are in abroad, devotees will expect you to donate like anything. If you don't donate, you are criticized like anything. And we both underwent that. If at all we donate to our Gurudev, not to everyone, or the present temple where we are. But we are targeted by around everybody. Especially one person was really angry on me, and I said clearly, I have a mission. And I led a very simple, like a very, very simple life in abroad. I never did anything in luxury because our goal was very clear. My husband, after that, strongly stopped. Since 10 years, no earning in my family. And the rest of the life, I have to run my family without any income. So I was very strict. Wherever we need to donate, in the local temple, I donated. My Gurudev, I donated. That's all. Other places, I was careful, but that was not appreciated. But I didn't mind. You don't mind. If devotees expect that you donate or you give money, don't mind. Don't mind. Be bold. Because once you become a full-time devotee, you have given yourself to the mission. And I don't know how they are expecting this. So don't mind. You be clear. You be strong.
Yes, Mataji.
Hare
Hare Krishna.
Because this much only, because we are tiny, what we can do? We are big leaders, then, we give a lecture like this, right? We are small.
Recently, my Prabhuji gave a lecture, and it was a new devotees community,
Hmm.
and he started that the purport was like that. So my Prabhuji mentioned about Varnashrama
Hmm.
and how Varnashrama dharma will be.
Hmm.
As soon as he spoke about Varnashrama and full time service and all, the next time they did not give him a chance to speak, Mataji. Every month they were asking him to give class, but as soon as he gave about Varnashrama, they're gone. And I asked my Prabhu, why did you bring Varnashrama in every lecture? He said, what shall I do? In Prabhupada's purpose, it is there. I can see only those things, nothing else I can see, he says.
Nowadays,
So this is
myself and one more Mataji, we are giving a class on. I'm not the main person. The main person, that Mataji, Gandhari Mataji, it is on YouTube. She is becoming famous in Varnashrama lectures. So in that lecture, when I told that we should go cashless, now Varnashrama point is that only. Money should not be there. So it should be self-sufficient. The farm products, the daily commodities should be generated in the Varnashrama.
yes, Mataji.
But when I was, so we can preach Varnashrama. I don't know how far it is practical for that. One Mataji is giving a lot of things, a lot of YouTube videos. If you want, you check it. Maybe you are real Varnashrama people, and we are people who are promoting Varnashrama. That's all. We are not into farm communities or into Varnashram, but we are in a devotee community. But still, that Mataji is preaching, so I'm assisting her. I mean, She wanted somebody to have a conversation in YouTube. It's going on there. But, that it is only theoretical level, not in a practical level.
Yes, Mataji.
Hare Krishna. What to do? Varnashrama also is now in one more place. I once in one point of time, I was homeschooling my son. And again, in that place only, I was asked not to promote homeschooling. I was told not to speak about homeschooling or all these things. I said, yes, I will not. And I failed. I failed in homeschooling. And then they were all very happy. Because they told me that this won't work out. Why you are doing? I tried, I failed. But I am very happy that at least I tried. I tried. Which is definitely for an higher purpose. I tried. I failed. Okay. At least Krishna will see and my Guru Maharaj will see that this lady tried. Okay. So we'll go. We will see you in the next week. Thank you for coming. Vancha kalpadarubhasya kripa sindhubhyevacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavibhyo namo. Hare Krishna. Thank you.